time of ancient Rome, they used to say all roads lead to Rome. Well, in this modern time, 3307, I would say all roads lead to Seoul. You know why I'm in Seoul? Well, let me tell you. The Dark Will is pending expansion into Seoul test site. We've gone this far, and I'm about to tell you a story about the Dark Will and how we got here to this point. So sit back and relax and enjoy the show. This is Commander Low 200, and I'll be your guide, or your narrator, as you could say, for the story of Turning the Will project. Before I start the story off, I just want to let you know, in the description below there will be links to everything I'll be talking about, including more information, so if you would like, go down there and hit those links up and find out more about the Dark Will project. In May 29th, 3306, the Turning the Dark Will project started. It is being led by Kaizen, who had the idea of the Turning of the Will project by helping out the minor fraction of the Dark Will expand to several key locations, Lava, Seoul, and LFT 509, to help move the story along to find Raxla. The Dark Will faction started out in Surat Desra, which is a permit locked system, but was also in LFT 926, but a small fraction had no control of any space stations in that system. In the year June 3rd, 3306, we were given orders to move into LFT 926 and start doing missions for the Dark Will. That way we can expand from there and also gain Meredith City, which is a very important space station. In June 0708 of 3306, we were pending election for the control of LFT 926 in Meredith City. We ended up winning the election, and in June, sometime in mid-June 3306, that's when I moved in to help with the Dark Will project. Sometime in 21st of June, a player faction called Collective of Independent Agents did move into the system of LFT 926. But lucky enough, the project manager made peace with this player faction, so we can able to keep LFT 926 as our home base of movement into expansion to other systems. Because of this, it helped us be number one in LFT 926 and help us expand from there into the system of, I can't pronounce it, a new system. So in July of 3306, we arrived into that system. So on July 7th, 3306, we arrived in the system of Ihu, if I'm pronouncing that right, which I'm probably not. But anyway, we would fight a war, win an election, and gain control of one of the small stations here in the system. And from there, we expanded. In July 20th or 21st of July 3306, we expanded into HR 4979 from LFT 926 expansion. Of course, at that time, Ichabod Station was a very small station, and now it's a large station due to community goals, which I'll go into further down the timeline of the Dark Will project. Kind of slowed down for a bit while we consolidated in the fact that we were in 3 different systems now, so we started consolidating and help improve our situation in those 3 systems so we can start expanding again. That meant a lot of missions, a lot of bounties, a lot of exploration to be done for the Dark Will. August 27, 3306, we again expanded into the system of LTT 5455, and we eventually would get Tolley Station as our base of operation. At the same time, there was a cooldown in HR 4979 expansion, so that way we can, once that got done, we can start in the direction of lava from there. It's also the first time I heard of the Black Region player faction, which is on PC, which is the official player faction for the Dark Will project, commanded by Kaizen. September 9th, 3306, we invaded True Dintai system. The war went very well, and we won control of the system and one of the stations inside the system. By us invading the system, we were only 19 light years away from lava, which is one of the main project's goal, was to get into lava. From TT 5455 9/21/3006, we were pending expansion, but in October 1st, 3306, we had some issues, but those issues got resolved, and so on October 2nd, 3306, we expanded into LHS 397. Us landing in Aquaria by accident, we caused some problems with the player-owned faction of the system. But lucky enough, negotiations were held, and we did not work the system for a little bit, due to the fact that we didn't want to cause any problems with any other player factions who controlled the system. But lucky enough, peace was made, and we were able to negotiate where we would be not taking control of the system, but we would still be in the system, but not as a major or minor or major player in the system. The expansion from LTT 5455 happened a little earlier than we expected, by one day, on November 1st, 3306, instead of November 2nd, 3306. And we landed the system of Far Lock system. Several weeks of hard work. On November 15th, 3306, we finally made it to lava system as an invited guest, but not to take over the system, but as a test whether or not we could get to lava for the Dark Will project. In the start of 2nd, 3306, we had an unintended expansion into Wolf 433, where there was another player faction, but we made a peace offering where we can go into Wolf 433, but not take over the system like we did the other ones that we unintended to expand it into. At the same time, Kaizen also was asking people to join the Black Sky Legion on the PC, and I'll link a description below where you can join that squadron. December 16th, 3306, we invaded LP 787-52. It was pretty much an invasion, and we took control of the system and the main station that we needed to take care of. For the rest of the December, we spent solidifying our position in LP 787-52 all the way into the new year, where we got new mission orders to get over 75% for LHS 397, so we can push into an expansion into our test soul site, and also push into test site LFT 509, which is, as of this date, we reached that goal of 75%, and now we're pending expansion from LHS 397. I just want to say to all the people that are out with the Dark Will project, has been very exciting news this coming week. Hopefully we'll expand to Soul or LFT 509, which would be really awesome. I know that Soul is a permanent lock, and so is LFT 509 is also permanent lock. And hopefully this will push the story of Raxxla. I know that since I started this game, I needed direction, and the Dark Will Project has given me direction in this game and allowed me to enjoy it more. I like the lore of Raxxla, and hopefully with my help and help of many other commanders, and I thank Kai Wynn for setting this up and pushing this project along, and for the Black Sky Legion as well. I also think that in a community goal where HR 4979, Ichabod Station became one of the small stations into a larger station, and you can also check my video out for that one. I did a PSA for that video for that. And I also like to say, if you'd like to help out with the Dark Will project, you can join us. But to be honest, when I first started with the Dark Will project, I wasn't sure if the things that we accomplished would be accomplished or were allowed to because of FDev, but we were able to get in the lava, even though there was some missteps, but we were able to correct those missteps. But now I am very hopeful that we'll go into Soul and LFT 509, and hopefully we'll get more information about Raxxla. Maybe we'll get more story about it in the game, which will be really exciting for everyone playing. I know I look forward to that. I like the lore of Elite Dangerous and helping out, even though I am an independent pilot with no squadron. Hopefully this year I'll change that, find an active Xbox squadron, which would be nice. And our Low 200 signing off, and have a good day.